Hi, a peek into Eswatini family. My name is Nombusi Mthethwa and I am your host. Welcome to our second episode of A Peek into Eswatini. Today, our guest speaker is Siphesihle Nkambule. Siphesihle Nkambule has a business called Mamaland. They manufacture and supply detergents. They offer cleaning services, laundry services, they have mentorship programs, and a whole lot more. So let's head back to the studio where she will give us more insight of what her business has to offer. And our interviewer is our own beautiful lady, Jade Twala.
Hello, Sanbonani, and welcome back to another sizzling episode of A Peek into Eswatini. Thank you so much, Nombusi, for that wonderful, wonderful introduction. And as Nombusi has said, we do have Siphesihle in the studio. Siphesihle, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm okay. I'm
Okay.
good. It's a beautiful morning.
Yeah, it is, it is. So, Siphesihle, for the people at home who are seeing you for the first time, could you kindly give us a brief introduction as to who you are and what you do?
Okay, thank you. As you have said, my name is Siphesihle Nkambule. I am 25 years old. I'm from Timbutini. That's my parental home. Well, I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I love selling. I love people. I love making money.
Right.
Yeah, I love and I love God. I serve at church. I've learned that it is very important to serve. Find something that you do for God.
Right.
In as much as life is very much hectic on its own, but you need to find that niche where you just do this for God.
Right, right. So could
Yes.
you tell us a bit about your business?
Well, before I just dig into that, I think I would love to say that my business, I wouldn't be saying I have a business right now if I did not go through the things that I went through. Well, my mom got pregnant when she was 18 years old, so she usually narrates the story to me. So she got pregnant when she was 18 years old. Her father kicked her out.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a long time back. So when she kicked her out, um, she had to go to live with my father. And when she narrates the story, she said life was not easy. Everything was just not good. So uh, so when she delivered, there was a certain time where I went to stay with my grandmother back at home at Timbutini when I was doing grade 3 up until form 3. So you can imagine my mom was not there, so it was me and my grandmother. And my father used to visit sometimes because he was living in town back then
Yeah.
with another
Oh.
woman as well. So life for me was very, very, very hard, I must say. So I used to go to school sometimes with no shoes.
Yeah.
I would go to school hungry. I would go to school. So when I went to the kitchen, I knew that I had to eat and leave some for my grandmother. So when all those things happened, I was just this child who was praying to God, like, oh God, when is this going to end?
Yeah.
To make things worse, certain women came into my life as mothers, but they, I'm sorry to say, but they failed as mothers.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of things that I went through. Abuse, they would beat me up, call me names, do a lot of things that really ruined me as a child, really ruined me as a girl who was supposed to be happy. So growing up as that child, angry child, be- I don't want to lie, there was a certain point in my life where I was so angry. I was just an angry girl. So when all that happened, I just promised myself one thing that, in order to just get out of this, I need to study, I need to have my own things. I just need to find a way to escape.
Yeah.
this because I cannot live like this. I cannot take this. So, well, I was patient enough because it happened. It went on and on to a point that a certain woman beat me up. Like my arm was broken.
Oh.
So it was. I even have a scar on my back. So fast forward.
Yeah.
Fast forward. Life happened. Life happened.
Yeah.
Came across a lot of people, a lot of women. Uh, then I moved to town. Then when I moved to town, a situation pushed me to move to Manzini.
Right.
So when I moved to Manzini, that's where I had to push harder. I had to push harder. Back then, I used to sell cake slices at the rank. I used to. There was a point where I stayed at Spofaneni for I think for 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. And then, like I said, I moved to Manzin.
Yeah. So, Siphesihles, could you tell us a little bit about your business?
All right. My business is Mamaland. Mamaland, uh, it is just a place where women can gather, um, discuss how they can make money, talk about how they can improve themselves. So basically, at Mamaland, we manufacture and supply detergents, cleaning products. So right now we have about more than 10 products. So that's what we do.
Oh, that's
And
very
then
nice.
we have cleaning services as well, and then laundry services. But it was just a startup.
Oh, okay, that's very nice. So, with your name, your company name, Mamaland, we usually hear those in weddings, welcome to Mamaland. What inspired that?
Well, what inspired that, I just sat and thought about the things that women go through. And I felt like, no, we just need a space of our own where we can just sit, make money of our own without bothering the next person. And the issue of men abusing women
Right.
just because we do not have anything of our own. So I said, no, we need to put an end to this. So we're just calling it Mamaland.
All right. So, how long has Mamaland been in operation?
Well, it has been operating for 2 years.
Oh,
Two
okay.
years, yes, 2 years now, and we are very grateful. There's so much progress.
So, in your 2 years of operation, what would you say are the highs and lows of operating Mamaland?
Whew. Well, So, uh, every journey
Uh-huh.
has pros and cons. So I'll start with the disadvantages.
Okay.
So uh, there's a lot of capital that that I have to put in. Uh, I remember there was a point in time where I did not have a life of my own because I was trying to make Mamaland work. I was trying to, push things hard. I was trying to make it visible, to make it sound
Right.
like the word Mamaland. So I would miss out on a lot of things. Even if I like maybe an earring, I wouldn't buy it because I knew that this certain money is for Mamaland.
Okay.
Yeah. Then uh, the advantages of world, seeing people happy, seeing
Right.
people buying your products, seeing other young people being inspired, seeing other young people changing their lives through the mentorship and the coaching programs that we have. So that's one of the greater things that makes me happy.
That's so nice. So, having been in business for 2 years, is there something that you know now that you wish you would have known when you were starting out?
Well, I wish I knew that. Okay, let me put it like this. At first, I thought that when the business is growing, I would get time to rest.
Yeah.
Just to rest. Like, oh, things are better now. But no, uh, there's this saying that says the higher you go, the colder it becomes. So right now, sometimes I wake up and maybe the other day I planned that no, tomorrow I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to sleep, call my friends, rekindle friendships. The next morning, a call. comes in. Hey, baby girl, you need to. Ah, I'm like, oh my goodness, how am I going to? I'm so tired. I'm so drained. I'm so exhausted. But then I am grateful. I am so much grateful.
So during the interview, you said something about your company having mentorship programs. And also, I've spoken with you behind the scenes, and you really do have a passion for young women and just empowering the youth. Is there something specific that happened in your life that made you feel like this is what you can give back to the community with the mentorship programs?
Okay. Um. Well, what I've discovered. Okay, this is what happened. Like I said, that Mamaland is a space
Yeah.
for women. So, the reason I introduced the mentorship and coaching programs is because I I thought that there are women who need somebody to pat their shoulders and say, you know what, it is going to be okay. You know what, if you can do A, B, and C, maybe a certain positive result can come out of this situation that you see. Maybe you feel like you are dead inside. You feel like you cannot do anything anymore. So that's why I introduced the mentorship and the coaching programs, because at a certain point in my life too, I was drained. At a certain point in my life, I felt like I can no longer do this life thing. I am so much out of this world. I do not want anything to do with living.
Right.
So when I gained the strength and energy back, I said, I am sure that there is a certain woman somewhere who is going through the same thing that I went through. So I said, I do not want to see any other young person or my peer going through the same thing. So I need to help. There's something that I need to do as long as I live, because I live once and there
Yeah.
will never be me again.
Yeah, that's so
Yes.
true. That's true. I love that you are very passionate about like helping people and all that. And I wish everybody was like that. But so with your business, is there any advice that you could give to someone who wants to start something similar to what you are doing?
Start with what you have.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Start with what you have, because young people, I realized that we want to just wake up with thousands and millions in our bank accounts. We want to wake up
Yeah.
with a car, with a nice house, but it does not happen like that. Just start with what you have. If you want to start a vegetables business, I am making a typical example of a vegetables business, because many a times I've heard people dragging women who do that in the
Yeah.
streets. Yet it is not about that. It is about your thinking capacity and your capabilities,
Yeah.
because someone's sitting there. Because if you can go there and ask those women, they are there every day. They are there. So I'm one person who believes that if something does not work for me, you will never see me in that space again, because I'm not gaining anything.
Right.
So I am hopeful, and I am sure that whatever that they are doing out there, it is positive. So I would say to any young person, start with what you have. Do something that you love and focus on that. Just give yourself 6 months, focus, and then the results will always be positive. Do not try
Right.
doing a lot of
Uh-huh.
things, because then you'll be confused and you come back and say, this business thing does not work. Yes.
So since business it's kind of like a long-term thing. So let's say I'm doing my business for the 6 months and I see that it's not working. Should I then like give up or should I continue trying?
Mm-mm. Giving up is not an option.
Uh-huh.
I usually tell people like that. Giving up is not an option. If you give up, then what? Why did you start at the first place?
Yeah.
So your why should give you the momentum to always push. So I would say you need to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Look at the loopholes. What did you do wrong? What did you do right? Because I am sure that there will be things that you did wrong and there will be things that you did right. And if there are things that you did wrong, we call that mistakes. So we learn from our mistakes. So you need to start again and just be very cautious that you do not do the same mistakes.
Right. Don't repeat your mistakes.
Don't.
So from this whole conversation, I'm just interested in your mentorship program and all that. So I'm pretty sure there are other people as well out there who are interested. So if I'm interested, how can I be part of Mamaland?
Well, it is very easy. You just make a decision, like in church, when the pastor. So you just make a decision, and then if you are sure, and then you just ask yourself the simple questions: will you be consistent? Are you willing to put all your effort? Because you really, really need to work hard before you come to me or you come to my social media pages, because I have Facebook. I have a Facebook page.
Right.
It is Mamaland. That's the business page. Then I have my personal. It's Nkambule. Then I have an Instagram page. It's Mamaland. And then I have my WhatsApp number, business number. So you can always contact me. And if you happen to call me and I don't pick up the phone, don't worry.
You'll get back to us.
I'll get back to you.
You
So,
get back
yes.
to us. So as we come to the end of today's episode, do you have any final words for the people out there?
Oh, yes. I'm an advocate for women.
Right.
So, my sister out there, you need to fight. Fight for your dreams. Fight for everything. Because nobody is coming to save you, my love. No one. So, you need to stand up and be the woman that you're destined to be. It is possible. Thank you.
And that is all we have for today's episode. And if you are as interested as I am to join Mamaland, you can check out the links to their social media pages. And thank you so much for watching. Till next time.
Thank you so much to Siphesihles for sharing with us your background story and giving us insights of what your business has to offer. What I've loved today is that you've shared with us how you encourage the youth to start their own businesses and how to sustain them and make them successful. So we appreciate you for doing that. Keep on doing that beautiful work that you do. And thank you guys for tuning in, into our episode. If you are a first-time viewer, please do hit the subscribe button, like and comment. Don't forget to like us also on Instagram and Facebook. This is me signing out. Bye.